Let's talk about selling a home in Cascade Township, Michigan. Cascade is a $500,000 market with a very wide spread underneath it, and that spread is where sellers get their pricing wrong. Here's how to read your comps, what buyers here actually pay for, and when to go live. Start with where your buyer is coming from. Cascade sits about 15 minutes southeast of downtown Grand Rapids, split east and west by the Thornapple River. The township was organized in 1848 out of what was then Ada Township, and your listing still gets judged against that entire east side, not just your street. Now, the number. The typical Cascade home is valued around $520,000 against a Kent County median of $335,000. That gap is exactly why countywide headlines are useless to you. Price to close sales inside Cascade and inside your own band. Because Cascade is not one market. Most of the township is served by Forest Hills Public Schools, the south end by Caledonia Community Schools, and a small eastern slice by Lowell Area Schools. Ford International Airport itself takes up nearly 5 square miles of the southwest corner. District lines, river frontage, and flight paths all move your number. So a sale 3 miles away may not be a comp at all. So here's what your listing walks into. Cascade Township is home to about 19,700 people, which means true comps in your exact band are thin in any given month. The typical home sits near 520,000. Homes go pending in a median of about 24 days, and you're 15 minutes from downtown. 24 days is the number that grades your price. Kent County's median is 13, so Cascade already runs slower than the county, and that's the 500,000 plus tier at work. Metro-wide, that band is the only one with more active listings than pending deals, and it averages closer to 31 days. Here's my honest take. Cascade's median sits right on the line where this market stops rewarding optimism. Under 500,000, you get speed. Over it, you get scrutiny. Your list price is what decides which of those two markets you're selling into. Which brings up condition. Newer builds in Cascade clear 650,000, and your buyer walked through one of them last weekend. You don't have to renovate, but paint, lighting, decluttering, and professional photography are the price of admission at this level. Homes across the metro are still closing near 99% of list, and those are the ones that show like it. So what do Cascade buyers pay up for? Documented mechanicals, including well and septic where you have them. Thornapple river frontage or genuinely usable acreage. Updated kitchens and baths, because at this price, buyers pay a premium to avoid projects. A finished lower level or a real home office. And condition that holds up next to new construction. Know the shortlist your buyer is holding. Ada shares the Forest Hills district and runs near 655,000. Caledonia, which serves southern Cascade, sits near 430,000, and Kentwood near 340. When you overprice, you don't just lose your buyer, you hand them to the township next door. On timing, spring and early summer still pull the most buyers in West Michigan, and that window is real. But with roughly 1 month of supply across the metro and mortgage rates holding in the low to mid 6% range, a correctly priced Cascade home moves in any season. The expensive mistake is listing high in May and chasing the price down through October. Before you go live, get 5 things done. Pull closed sales from the last 6 months in your district and your price band, not active list prices. Complete Michigan seller disclosure statement honestly, because state law requires it before the purchase agreement is signed, and a missing one lets a buyer walk. Order a pre-listing inspection, get real photography, drone included if you have frontage, and know your net number before you set your list price. And know what you're selling into. Ford International Airport, sitting inside this township, moved a record 4.3 million passengers last year, supports more than 40,000 jobs across West Michigan, and has a $750 million expansion underway. The township is also redeveloping its village core along Cascade Road down toward the river. That demand has a floor under it. Sell Cascade with a real number, clean condition, and honest disclosure. And this market will move your home in about 3.5 weeks. Reach past it, and you'll spend a season learning that the expensive way. If you want the actual number for your street, let's run it.